The issues that affect me most, education.
Healthcare.
My job status.
Personally, I would say healthcare.
The economy and jobs.
My future.
I believe that every human being has a right to decent health care.
Unfortunately, the health care law, although I think it's maybe an improvement over what we have had, so therefore I favor it, it's really only a step in the right direction.
I know that Obamacare has not worked, although I'd like to see a more universal health care for more people. The Republicans have to address that issue.
Well, with me right now, like my health insurance is kind of real slim right now, but because of Obama's law, I actually have health insurance, so that's pretty good for me.
I have elderly parents and grandparents who their health is starting to decline, and I worry about them, and I'm starting to have to be responsible for taking care of them.
I feel like everyone needs, healthcare. Like, if you don't have good health, then you can't make this world go round.
As far as the voter ID law, I don't see any problem with that. I think everybody should have a photo ID of some kind, driver, non-driver, whatever.
I think that the ID law does make a little bit of sense.
If you couldn't use ID before, people wouldn't know who's voting, and you have to be citizen of this country to vote, right? You have to be registered, so you have to be 18 years old. Of course you need to show your ID.
You shouldn't have to show your ID to vote. You should just have a voter's card or whatever. I don't think that really should matter.
I felt like it was a way to get people not to vote and to help hold people back, from voting.
I mean, I know it's a lot of people who don't have IDs out there, but I kind of figured that people should have IDs. People should be walking around with IDs regardless.
If you're 18 years old, you should be able to vote anyway. That's how I feel about it.
I know Community College Philadelphia, now you have it where instead of having a state ID or your birth certificate, like now you can use your college ID.
My perception of America 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Compared to 4 years ago.
From 4 years ago until now, I think we are getting there.
We're making progress. It's not happening overnight, but we are making progress.
I don't think 4 years is a wide enough window to be able to judge if the country's better off or not. I would say you'd probably need at least 10 years, maybe a generation, 30 years.
Marginally, if anything. I mean, if anything, it's not too much better. Confidence and morale, definitely not that much better. Economically, I guess, like by the numbers, we're doing better, but it doesn't feel that way.
I haven't really seen too much change in my own life, and that's only really what I can attest to.
Compared to where we were 4 years ago, I certainly don't think we're in any better position. I hesitate to say worse. I don't want to think of it that way, but we certainly are not any better off.
I can see some of the things that Barack Obama has been trying to implement and has implemented. Like I say, it's hard when you're getting fought tooth and nail every inch of the way. But it's getting a little better, like jobs. It's not a whole bunch of new jobs, but there are some jobs.
I think probably the candidate that would best address the issues would probably be
Obama.
I think Obama has had his chance and nothing has changed. I think Mitt Romney will bring some changes, and right now we need some changes. We need to look at the problems from a different angle.
I'm going with Barack Obama.
Probably Obama.
Ron Paul, I'm a libertarian, so my vote really won't mean that much.
I think it needs to be someone who's out of the established system of Democrats and Republicans.
At this point, I would say based on his record, I would certainly continue to support President Barack Obama.
With the Republicans, I don't feel like they have everyone's best interests at heart.
Obama is a Democrat. He's for the people, and the Republicans are for the rich getting richer and the poor get poorer.
I support the Democratic platform more. I just feel like they are more concerned about the issues about the middle class, and the majority of America are middle class or below. I just feel like the Republicans' idea of helping the upper class and the trickle-down effect hasn't worked, and it's not going to work.
I believe in him from day one, and I just believe that you can't get it done in 4 years.
So you can't undo 2 terms with 1 term.
I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling scared, though, because there's some very difficult problems that we as a nation have to solve.